Again, my name's Reid, and this is Speak.
Alright, so you do what you gotta do. We gotta bounce out of here and hit the hotel and, you know, get this show rolling.
How often you do this?
This show only happens once a year.
Oh, damn.
So right now there's like a waiting list to like 2007 of like dudes trying to get in it. My name is Dwayne Morgan. I'm going to be your host for tonight's show. You guys ready for a good show tonight? All right. The first artist coming to the stage represents for the hometown of Toronto, Ontario. He's been doing his things for a number of years, originally from Ottawa. Please put your hands together and welcome one of our own, Eddie, the original one. Oh, God. There's, really just learning how to put on a show that actually makes sense, that people actually come out and totally enjoy themselves and receive entertainment value that is at par with what they paid for the experience. There's no reason why you should think that planning an event is a simple thing to do. There's been a lot of things that I've had to learn, times when there were things that I didn't know. Then you end up losing money. And when you lose money that you don't have, you learn real quick not to do certain things again.
You might find this kind of brash. In fact, you might even find it kind of rude, but hey, it's not the pickup. It's just a prelude. Well, it's an unidentified brown sugar. It's kind of like a UFO, but they hover much closer to the ground. Hey, 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 the super lovers in the house, now watch me get down. I wonder who she be. Tonight's fantasy, well, the question was rhetorical, no need for answers be. Sister Brown Sugar looking super fly, and I'll be a witness and plead the fifth, because I can either lie or deny you're her daddy must be a drug dealer mechanic, because she looking dope with that fine tuned body.
There's, really just learning how to put on a show that actually makes sense, that people actually come out and totally enjoy themselves and receive entertainment value that is at par with what they paid for the experience. There's no reason why you should think you make things better.
Oh, Mama wouldn't buy me oh, yeah, somebody have to see. All right, here we go. Mama wouldn't buy me a drum machine for 2 weeks straight. I kept on asking my mom for a drum machine. And she like, sorry baby, we can't afford it right now. But to the ears of my young self, all I heard her saying was, no. So I went to school one day, and this white kid friend of mine told me that if you throw a tantrum, parents have to respond and give you what you want. But unbeknownst to my young black self, black parents don't respond very well to tantrums. They consider it a threat to their authority. So let's just say a wooden spoon and my behind got introduced to each other. And I cried. I cried a long cry. I cried so much that I ran out of tears with my mom looking up into the heavens and saying, Lord, give me strength. Seemed like the eyes of my young self that the Lord was looking up in the ceiling because I got sent down to the basement. But down there, that's where I found it. It was one of my dad's old 8-track tapes, and it was blue, and I guess that's how I was feeling. So y'all looking perplexed like you don't know what 8 tracks are. See, 8 tracks is like a 70s prototype to today's in-car CD multi-changer. They were supposed to be around forever, but then an asteroid hit the Earth and they all disappeared. Or was that the dinosaurs? Anyways, y'all remember that Denzel Washington movie, The Hurricane? Well, they had this kid in Lesra, when he got the book, The 16th Round, one of the Canadians told him that we don't pick the books we read, they pick us. And I felt like that with this tape. So I took that tape and I put it aside in my dad's old hi-fi system, and that's when I heard it. I would listen to this tape over and over again, just listening to the pops and the clicks as the needle went down and touched the record. I know some of y'all saying, wasn't it on tape? Yeah, it was on tape, but you see, but that's how they would record things back then. And I would just keep on listening. Finally, Mama, she got tired of me playing that tape, pulled me out of the basement, sent me to my room. And I could swear I would cry. I would cry a long cry. Cried so much that I would run out of tears. And it's funny how that sound just still affects me after all these years. But just between me and you, I could swear those horns were singing. Mama wouldn't buy me a drum machine. Mama wouldn't buy me a drum machine. And I cried. Mama wouldn't buy me a drum machine, and now she's gonna take away my tape. But in between my sobs on my pillow, these sounds would be going around inside of my head. I would hear the man with the horn. I would hear the man with the band. It was like a beacon just inviting all the musicality of all one's voice to come and play. It kept on going around in my head until all of a sudden it felt like I was doing a cipher, like a cipher of all ciphers. These sounds was in my head, but now it was coming out of my mouth. Y'all remember? You had this lady from this movie called The Color Purple. I think her name was Suge. And she had the Holy Spirit that engulfed her. And she went over to the juke joint. She took everybody, went over to the church. And she went to her father. And she whispered into her father's ear. See, Daddy? Sinners have souls too. So I went to my mama, making these sounds in my mouth. I said, Mama, these sounds.
They've touched me. Don't it touch you?